in the proceedings in a while.
No. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good evening to all of you. I think how many participants have been joined till?
14, 15 participants.
Okay. It's a good number. Very good evening, all of you, and my warm wishes for this exclusive, innovative webinar by our faculty of GS College, Dr. Prithviraj Thakur. All the English teachers, the teachers who are teaching their subjects, English, definitely the improvement, it is the continuous aspects, and that's why what we are doing now, if it is improved by sharing the views of the faculties, expertise, etc., it is very important for the continuous improvement. And I am very happy and I am proud of my faculty that such type of webinar, organization of such webinar by voluntarily done by one of our English department faculty, Dr. P.P. Thakur. Definitely this will be very good opportunity for all English teacher, and you will be very happy and you will enjoy this webinar, such type of webinars, such types of activities and programs we will organize hereafter also, not only for the particular or specific community of one subject, but for all the teachers, all the students, all the citizens, the different programs we will organize hereafter. And without wasting time, I will wish you all the best. Enjoy this webinar. Use the tips which are given by the faculty for this English teaching and for improvement of your skill in this particular subject. Enjoy. All the best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let us start. My name is Prithviraj Thakur and I teach English in GS Science, Arts and Commerce College, Thamgaon. In the meanwhile, just let me make sure once again that you are getting my voice, because I can see a few responses in the chat box complaining that there is no voice. So everyone, just all of you, just write yes or a simple Y in the chat box if you can hear me, so that I can rest assured that yes, yes. Yes, so we can start immediately. I will share my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Yes, so this is actually not even a webinar. This is a small talk about continuing professional development opportunities for English teachers. This workshop or this webinar or a small talk, whatever you call it, is supported by INET Association of English Teachers and the Regional English Language Office, or RELO as it is popularly known, US Embassy, New Delhi. We will first, let me tell you who we are, who the organizers of this webinar are. We are the Department of English of GS College, Khamgaon is one of the oldest English departments in Vidarbha, and we are there since 1954. The college was founded in 1947, and our department initially was founded in 1954. We have experienced and qualified staff, and we offer professional development events for English teachers, and we have well-equipped English language lab and laboratory. In the past, we have conducted workshops, face-to-face workshops for English teachers with the help of Regional English Language Office. The last one was way back in 2014 on formative and summative assessment. And this workshop was also scheduled to be conducted face-to-face last year, but due to the pandemic, it was not possible to conduct it. We waited for one complete year, and because the pandemic is still going on, we finally decided to hold it online. This workshop is about some opportunities for English teachers, for sharing some opportunities for English teachers, opportunities of continuing professional development. In the field of English language teaching, there are many opportunities, many courses, exams, events, resources that can help you develop as a better English teacher, that can help you develop professionally as an English teacher. And the aim of this webinar is to share the resources and the opportunities with you. We had promised you that the first 50 people who would register for this webinar will get a complimentary copy of the Forum magazine for English teachers published by RELO. Accordingly, we will be dispatching the print copies to your addresses by post tomorrow. So before I get into the main proceedings, let me request you to send in your complete postal address if you have not already mentioned it in the registration form, or if you have given incomplete address, because some people have not given their addresses, some people have given very inadequate addresses. So please give your full postal address if you have already not given, so that we can send you the copy of Forum magazine for English teachers. All right. So let us first start by knowing what continuing professional development is, what this thing is all about. First, let us know the aims of this seminar. As I told you, this seminar was meant for local English teachers of Khamgaon and the surrounding area, and it was meant to be held face to face, but due to the pandemic, it is now being held online, and therefore we included other English teachers also, English teachers from all over India. The main aim of this seminar is to create awareness about professional development among English teachers. This is a selfless venture to help the teachers of English grow professionally and personally. There is no gain for us in this. In organizing this seminar, we are not going to have any material gain or profit. This is a completely free and voluntary event just to help English teachers grow. And we are thankful to INET Association of English Teachers and RELO for helping us. Another aim of this seminar is to connect the English teachers of Khamgaon and surrounding area to the national and international ELT community, English language teaching community. As I told you, this seminar was meant for the local teachers and meant to be held face to face. So it was one of the aims to connect the local teachers to international and national teaching community. But now, fortunately, we have participants from all over India, so everyone can now know about the opportunities to connect to national and international English language teaching fraternity. It is also important for teachers to become researchers. Teachers should reflect on their teaching. Teachers should research about teaching, and one of the aims of this seminar is to help teachers become researchers, teachers as researchers. And finally, it is the target of this is an attempt in empowering English teachers for the ultimate benefit of students, because empowered teachers will create empowered students. Now, what is CPD? CPD stands for Continuing Professional Development. It is a lifelong journey to become a better professional and a better person. Only a good person, good human being can be a good professional. And the whole concept of CPD is based on the premise that if you are a good human being, you will become a good professional. So, CPD is a lifelong journey to become a better professional and a better person. This is a definition of CPD from a small book, Continuing Professional Development for Teachers by Dr. Amol Padwad and Dr. Krishna Dikshit. CPD is a planned, continuous and lifelong process whereby teachers try to develop their personal and professional qualities and to improve their knowledge, skills and practice, leading to their empowerment, the improvement of their agency and the development of their organization and their pupils. So this definition covers all the aspects of CPD, almost all the aspects of CPD, because number one, continuing professional development is a planned process. You do not do it casually, occasionally, or in a haphazard manner. You plan your professional development. You go about your professional development in a planned way. Number two, it is a continuous process. Developing professionally is a continuous process. It is not that you just attend professional development events intermittently and say that I am developing or I am embarking on a continuing professional development journey. And it is a lifelong process. You don't say that now I have retired from my job, so I have stopped my CPD. It is a lifelong process whereby teachers develop both their personal qualities and professional qualities, their knowledge, skills and practice, and empower themselves, and in this manner subsequently also improve their agency. Agency means their medium of teaching. They improve their teaching, they improve their agency means they improve their teaching and they improve their professional practice and ultimately contribute to the development of their organizations and their pupils, the students. This is a definition from a book, CPD Continuing Professional Development, a bibliography. It is a small book which you can download online free of cost. Um, and if you happen to participate in any professional development event like a conference or seminar where British Council is a uh, partner, you can go to their stall and ask for a print copy of this book also. I will be sharing a link from where you can download such publications free of cost at the end of this seminar. In the meanwhile, let us move ahead. Now, what are the resources and methods for CPD? How to go about continuing professional development? What to do to develop yourself professionally and personally? The first step is to know. Now, know what? Know English language teaching. Know the field of English language teaching. In the area where I live, many English teachers don't even know the long form of ELT. They think ELT stands for English literature. It is not. ELT means English language teaching, and it is a practice and science of teaching English effectively, methodically, and in a planned manner. So the first duty of an English teacher is to know what English language teaching is, to get introduced to the field of English language teaching, because many of us are they just become teacher. In India, you don't have to have any compulsory training to become a teacher. Anybody can wake up one morning and join some school or something or start teaching somebody. So there is no harm in it, provided you are ready to embark on a professional training for teaching after you join your teaching career. If you get a proper teacher training before joining the teaching career, that is very good. But if you don't, you can get your training while in service. So your first step for CPT is to know the field, which in our case, in the case of English teachers, is field of English language teaching. Number two, the step number two is to connect. Connect to a professional organization. Connect to like-minded people, not just to organization, but to like-minded people also. It is very important to be a part of some professional teacher organization, some professional English language teaching association. There are many. You can join any one or two or as many as you wish, so that you can learn from like-minded people, you can learn from experts in the field, you can network, you can get to know about opportunities from them when you participate in online or offline events, or when you go to the publications of such organizations. So the second step is to connect. Thus, the third step will be to update yourself. Once you know, once you connect, the third step is to update yourself with the knowledge that you have got. Internalize the knowledge that you have got. Update yourself with the latest knowledge in your field, the latest techniques of the trade that you are practicing. And you don't stop after updating yourself. You keep updating yourself by reading books and magazines. In this case, books and magazines about English language teaching, about teacher development, about teaching as a profession. There are many books and magazines. I will be sharing links from where you can get to know about them at the end of this seminar. So continuous reading is a way to continuously update yourself professionally and personally. We are sharing with you a magazine, a very good magazine for English teachers. It is called Forum by Regional English. It is published by Regional English Language Office. and you can read, can update yourselves by reading such magazines and books. There are thousands of books on professional development and English language teaching and teacher development. And the final and the most important step is to reflect on what you have done, to reflect on what you have read, to reflect on your practice, to think about, to stop and think about your teaching, your professional development by keeping a journal. If, as a teacher, you develop a habit of keeping a teaching diary or journal wherein you just jot down your reflections or your observations of the day of your class, at the end of the year, you will have a very good source from where you can write a good research paper. You will have a sufficient amount of data for writing a research paper. A reflective journal, practice of reflecting on your teaching will help you develop as a teacher, will help you rectify your practice and make yourself a better teacher and a better person. Now, who are the people or who are the agencies that can be helpful for you in your professional development as a teacher? So it is important to know who our friends and mentors in this journey are or can be. I will introduce you to some organizations. Many of you might be knowing about them already, but if you don't, it will be helpful for you. If you already know about these agencies, just forgive me for the redundancy, for the repetition. I want to tell you about AINET or INET as it is pronounced. INET Association of English Teachers is a pan-Indian association of teachers of English which was founded in 2012 as a part of grants from Hornby Trust UK, AS Hornby Trust UK. Now this organization has grown tremendously, and INET helps English teachers develop professionally. It conducts different events like workshops, seminars, conferences, competitions, research initiatives, guided research initiatives for teachers. There is a website of INET from where you can get to know more about INET. You can join INET, and it is at a very nominal fee. And INET is an associate of many international bodies of English teachers from where you can benefit as an INET member. So I will be giving you the link of INET and all these agencies at the end. Number 2 is Regional English Language Office. INET and Regional English Language Office are supporters of this workshop. Regional English Language Office is a branch of the American Embassy, US Embassy, and you will find a Regional English Language Office in every country where there is a US Embassy. The work of Regional English Language Office is to promote English language and to help local English teachers by training them, by providing them resources and expertise. You can visit the website of Regional English Language Office. You can visit their Facebook page from where you can know more about their ventures. You can read the announcements of various events that they organize, and you can of course download various resources. There are numerous competitions and free webinars that Regional English Language Office organizes. You can benefit from them. British Council is a very old British organization which is registered as a charity in England, and British Council operates worldwide promoting English language and the English culture and building ties with the countries where it operates. It trains students, it trains teachers, it trains the employees of government, non-government, corporate organizations. In short, it does each and everything that can be done in the field of English language teaching and learning. British Council independently conducts many exams, trainings, conferences, and research initiatives, and also supports organizations like INET and other organizations for teacher development in India and in more than 150 countries of the world. ITFL, or International Association for Teachers of English as a Foreign Language. The complete long form of ITFL is International Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language. Is an international organization of English teachers. I am happy to tell you that INET is an associate organization of ITFL. ITFL is a UK-based organization, and they also work in the field of English teacher development. They support and train teachers of English as a foreign language or English as a second language all over the world. They publish a bi-monthly magazine called Voices, and they offer memberships at a subsidized rate through their associates. If you are an INET member, you can have an opportunity to become an ITFL member at a very subsidized rate. ITFL conference is held every year in England, and they offer many scholarships and travel grants for people of developing countries, teachers from developing countries, to participate in the conference. It is an all expenses paid trip to England where you can participate in ITFL conference. This year the ITFL conference is going to be held online due to the pandemic. It will be a virtual conference. So just visit ITFL website and you will get to know everything about them. Visit INET website. Presently, the ITFL memberships are open for INET members. If you can become INET member, you can apply for an ITFL membership also at a very subsidized rate at almost 70% concession. Teaching English is a website by British Council which contains, it is like a gold mine for English teachers, from where you can download activities, lesson plans, books, videos, audios, podcasts, and many posters and many other resources that will help you in teaching English. TESOL, or Teachers of English, Teaching of English to the Speakers of Other Languages. TESOL International Association is an organization based in America. They also work internationally in the field of English language teaching and teacher development. It is a huge organization. Every year they organize a big convention or conference in USA. They also provide travel grants and grants for doing courses, different courses, online and offline. This year also their convention was held, but due to the pandemic it was held online. from 25th to 28th of March recently. So you can know about TESOL. English and Foreign Languages University is an Indian university based in Hyderabad, and it is specially a full-fledged central university which helps teachers of English and different foreign languages. It conducts courses in teacher development, language awareness, linguistics, and in short, translation, and in short, everything related to English and foreign languages. You can learn, you can do your MA in English, you can do courses like PGCPE and PGDT from distance mode and face-to-face mode from English and Foreign Language University. We will uh, we'll know more about these courses in the next few slides. So I will not elaborate them here. Another website is Future Learn. Future Learn is an online learning platform where you can do many courses related to English language teaching and English literature and various other subjects also. The courses are free, but if you want a certificate, you will have to pay. That is their practice. You can do the course for free at your own pace, but if you want a certificate from Future Learn, you will have to pay. And if you pay, you will get a certificate and the course content will be available for you, accessible to you forever. But if you don't pay, you will have the chance to do the course only once and it will be accessible to you every month. But of course, it will be free. Now, what are the different courses or certifications that you can do, you can undertake as teachers of English? I was telling you about PGCPE. PGCPE is called, the long form of PGCPE is Postgraduate Certificate in the Teaching of English. It is conducted by English and Foreign Languages University through distance mode. It is a 1-year postgraduate certificate course in teaching of English, in which when you enroll, you get a box of course material, and based on the course material are 33 assignments which you have to complete and send by post. And if you send all the assignments successfully, at the end of the year, you get an invitation from them for a face-to-face month-long training program, during which you have to stay on their campus for 1 month. You are taught there face-to-face, and in the last week, an examination is conducted. This course is recognized in many Indian universities as equivalent to a refresher course for the college teachers of English. You can visit the website of English and Foreign Languages University to know more about this course and to find out the call for admissions. Another course is PGDTE. It is also conducted by English and Foreign Languages University. The D in PGDTE stands for diploma. PGCT is the certificate course and PGDT is the diploma course. If you complete PGCT successfully, you are eligible to do PGDT. It is not compulsory that you have to do PGDT after PGCT, but if you want, you can do PGDT. And the requisition for this is that you have to pass PGCT first. The procedure is the same. You have to do assignments and send them by post, and at the end of the course, you get to spend, you are invited to spend 21 days on their campus, which is called contact program, where you are taught face to face and an examination is conducted. APTIS is an exam by British Council. It is an English language test for teachers. Teachers can take this test and they will get a certificate of competence in English language. How good you are, how good your English is. If you want to test how good your English is, you can take APTIS test. Many organizations recognize the score of APTIS for giving jobs to teachers. This is an English language. This is a test for English language proficiency. If you have a good APTIS score, it means you are proficient in English language, and it can help you. That certificate can help you get a job as a teacher in any organization, or even in any other role in any organization. Teaching Knowledge Test, or TKT, is an exam by Cambridge ESOL department. ESOL means English for the speakers of other languages. The Cambridge ESOL is a department of Cambridge University which conducts exams for speakers, learners and teachers of English. Teaching Knowledge Test is an examination for English teachers teaching at any level. There are 3 modules of this exam, and you get a certificate when you pass. You get a separate certificate for passing every module, and you have to register first for the Teaching Knowledge Test. You get a book from which you can prepare and take this exam or test. TKT is a very beneficial exam which helps you prove how much you know about English language teaching, how much knowledge you have about English language teaching. And this certificate can come in handy while applying for a job or simply for becoming a better teacher. Relo eTeacher courses is another fantastic opportunity for English teachers. Regional English Language offers eTeacher courses, online courses for English language teachers. Every year or twice a year, they invite applications from English teachers, and they give scholarships to English teachers to do these courses online. If you are selected, you can do an eTeacher course online free of charge, completely free. And you get a printed certificate by post from the US Embassy upon successful completion of the course. Remember, these courses are very challenging and demanding, and if you are ready to work sincerely for 2 to 3 hours every week, then only you should go for these courses. These courses are generally 10 to 12 week courses. You will have to have a considerable amount of patience while doing these courses. MOOCs are another way of developing professionals. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Courses. There are several websites and several platforms that help you do free online courses. One of them is Swayam. Swayam is an initiative by Government of India, Ministry of Human Resource and Development, where you can find courses for teachers and students in almost all the subjects. You can take a Swayam course online for free. At the end of the course, an examination is conducted face to face, and you are given a certificate. Future Learn, I told you about Future Learn. The course is free at Future Learn, but certificate requires you to pay some fees. There are other websites like Coursera, Udemy, from where you can do online courses by paying them. CELTA, or Certificate in English Language Teaching to Adults, is a course by Cambridge ESOL. It is a certification by Cambridge ESOL. If you want a certificate in English language teaching which can help you get a job in any part of the world, it is CELTA. If you do CELTA, you can get a job anywhere in the world as an English teacher. CELTA is conducted by Cambridge ESOL. It is a very rigorous 1 month course followed by an examination from Cambridge ESOL. It is very costly. Presently, it costs around 1,50,000 for 1 month. It is a 1 month course only, but it is a full-time course. You have to work for 12 to 14 hours every day for 1 month. It is conducted in metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and Calcutta at the British Council centers and Cambridge ESOL centers. It is taught by some of the finest teachers in the profession, and it is a very demanding but equally rewarding course. So it is, you can afford, and if you have the will to work hard and work anywhere in the world, you can do CELTA. Many universities and organizations and many international schools in different countries require their teachers to have CELTA. They give jobs to CELTA qualified teachers. The next step of CELTA is DELTA, or Diploma in English Language Teaching for Adults. It is also a very, like CELTA, it is also a very costly course followed by 1 month, a 1 month training followed by an exam where you have to, you have the choice to write a thesis also. You can go for a DELTA by research also. Very few people do DELTA, but if you do, you can start your teaching. You can become an independent trainer, corporate trainer, teacher. You can become a teacher with any organization of the world or in India also. It is not compulsory that if you do a CELTA or a DELTA, you have to work abroad. It is your choice. But for these are the preferred qualifications if you want to work abroad as an English teacher. If you don't, you can still work in India with agencies like British Council, with big corporate houses by doing CELTA and DELTA. So these are some courses and certifications that you can take as teachers of English. I will be telling you about 3-4 conferences which are very important for English teachers and which are like annual or biannual pilgrimages for English teachers. They are like Tirtha Yatras. These conferences give you lots of opportunities to learn from experts, from your peers. These conferences give you opportunities to connect to other like-minded people and grow professionally. I will be introducing you to some important conferences. INET International Conference is the conference of INET Association of English Teachers, and it is held every 2 years. Last time it was held in January 2020, and the next INET International Conference will be held in 2022. The INET conferences are mostly held in January, in the month of January. So keep watching for the conference call anytime in August or after August for the next INET International Conference 2022. If you participate in an INET conference, you always, you become addicted to INET conferences. I can tell you for sure. IEEE International Conference is held every year in different cities of UK. Now, presently for this year, it is being held online due to the pandemic. IEEE conferences, the calls of IEEE conferences also come in August generally, and the conference is held in April in UK. There are several scholarships and travel grants available which you can compete for, and if you get those travel grants, you can participate as a delegate in the conference and present your research there, and all expenses are paid by IEEE. But for that, you have to be a member of IEEE. And as I told you, INET can help you become an IEEE member at a very, very subsidized rate at almost 70 to 80% concession. TESOL International Conference is held every year in March in USA, and again, TESOL International Association offers travel grants for participation in TESOL conferences also. You can become a member of TESOL also. INET is going to offer you in future. INET will offer you opportunity to become a TESOL member at a subsidized rate. There are other conferences which are sponsored by Regional English Language Office and British Council, etc. If you come across any such conference, please do drop in, try to participate, because agencies like RELO and British Council support only very quality initiatives for teachers. Now, how to connect to these organizations? You can connect to INET through INET website. There is a Facebook page of INET and a Twitter handle. You can go to INET website and you will get links to the Facebook page of INET, Twitter handle, YouTube channel, everything, Instagram. INET is present across all social media platforms, all the major social media platforms, and you can get links to all these platforms from INET website. You can connect to British Council through their website, Facebook page, Twitter handle, Instagram page, YouTube channel. Just go to British Council India website and you will find links to all these social media connections also. IEEE also, you can connect to all to IEEE through their website, and you can connect to them to all the social media platforms also. IEEE website carries the link. RELO website, RELO Facebook page is also there, which I will be sharing the links to all these organizations at the end of this webinar. Teaching English India has a website, a Facebook page, and a Twitter handle where you can connect. TESOL also has a website, a Facebook page, and a Twitter handle. So these channels can help you connect with all these organizations. British Council offers some free publications which you can download in electronic form as e-books or e-publications. And this is the link for downloading those publications. Please don't write down anything, because I will be sending you a copy of this presentation, a PDF copy of this presentation on your emails tomorrow, and it will contain all these links, so you don't have to write down anything. Now, let me tell you something about the activities of INET, Association of English Teachers. INET works for English teacher training and mentoring. INET helps English teachers in their CPD, continuing professional development. INET promotes and guides teacher research. It supports innovation in the field of teaching and learning of English. It provides a platform basically for English teachers to share, connect, and grow. These are the links to the websites that I mentioned. These are the destinations for continuing professional development, CPD. You can go to these websites, these places, and know more about these organizations, their events, and the opportunities that they offer. I will be sending you a PDF of this presentation, so don't worry, you will get all these links in your mailbox tomorrow. Now, if you have any question, you can just raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask. I will be stopping the screen sharing. In the meanwhile, this is my email. I have a website and I also keep a blog where I write about books and people. And I have a website on Weebly, this ppthakur.weebly.com, which has a teacher's corner where there is a link to many resources for teachers. The website is still under construction, so so be patient if you don't find too much content there right now. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you so much for being a part of this webinar. Please ask your question. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, sir. Can you listen to me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah, sir. Your lecture was quite interesting. In fact, for the first time I came to know about Celta and Delta. So I thought that had I known it earlier, I would have done it. And I have suggestions. I don't have any question to ask. To those participants who joined today, if you form a group, WhatsApp group, and update us as and when some information is there, some updation is there regarding English language teaching, that will be very nice for us. And sir, in the beginning of your lecture, you spoke about how teachers should become researchers as well. So, in what way they should become researchers? Are you speaking about classroom research or action research? Actually, what is action research and what is classroom research? That I don't know much about it. So, will you shed light on it?
Let me answer your question one by one. First, about the WhatsApp group. You see, WhatsApp groups degenerate very quickly into good mornings and good evening groups. So I have created a group of your email addresses. I have created an email group and I will be sharing announcements with you through emails. Number one. Number two, teachers as researchers means teachers should develop a habit of reflecting on their own teaching and finding out ways to improve their own teaching. And then they can share their findings as research outcomes with their colleagues and other interested people. So action research and classroom research are not different. Actually, it is a combined term, classroom-based action research. Action research is any research that is done on any action. In classroom, once you enter the classroom, the action starts. So whatever action happens in the classroom, you reflect on it after the class is over. You reflect on it. It can be a simple reflection of one line. Today the students look very happy. That's all. This can be a reflection about one class. Or today the students were a little dull. Today I entered the class but the fan was not working. It was very hot and the students were not comfortable. Today the students didn't ask me any question. Anything that you feel like noting down any noteworthy thing that you think is anything that you think is noteworthy. You can just come. You can just write after your school, college is over, class is over. You don't have to write immediately. You can write the next day also. And as you collect these reflections, you have a very good corpus with you from where you can uh, on which you can work and write a research paper. So that is basically that is action research. There are very good books available on action research. So you can just Google or you can go to Amazon and you can just Google classroom-based action research. You'll find lots of good books.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, any other questions from any participant? You can just unmute yourself or raise your hand and ask questions. Uh, I have not received any request for a question from anybody. So I presume that either my talk was very nice, nobody had any question, or my talk was very boring, nobody wanted to ask any question. So it can be either of the two. So no question is a kind of compliment as well as a kind of comment on the quality of the talk. But anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed this uh, little attempt of sharing the resources. The whole aim behind it, yes, but why, sir? Yes, sir.
Sir, please suggest some names of the thesaurus, user-friendly thesaurus.
There are many. Oxford University has one, Oxford University Press, Oxford Thesaurus. It is a very user-friendly one. The Pocket Oxford Thesaurus.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Anything else that you want to ask about CPD or any opportunity that I showed? Yes. Yes, Nitin Jadhav, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, you and all the participants of this event. Sir, actually, I want a list of the publications where we can publish our papers, research papers, or name of the journal.
Once you join these organizations or once you start visiting their website, you will get a whole lot of names of good journals and good magazines where you can publish your research. INET is also coming out with a journal very soon, uh, but presently they don't have any journal, but they are coming out with a journal very soon. So let's wait. There are other journals from Oxford and Cambridge University Press and um, TESOL and TESOL. The TESOL has a journal. IEEE has a bi-monthly publication called Voices, uh, and not many. Relo has Forum magazine. You will be receiving a copy of that magazine. You can consider publishing there also. Um, so a lot of journals are there, uh, which you can where you can publish your research. So just explore these links, visit these organizations and publication, agencies, and you can find out easily about journals. I would recommend all of you to join INET, because INET can be a point of beginning from where you can connect to ITFL, to TESOL, to many other organizations, to British Council, to many other organizations, to WILO. Just go to INET website. You can pay online. They have very nominal fees for memberships, 3-year, 5-year memberships, which you can easily, all teachers can easily afford. And INET is very active on social media also. Recently, they were conducting a competition for participation grants in a virtual conference that they held, and several people I can see have won that travel grant, that participation grant. I won't call it a travel grant because it is a virtual conference. So I am associated with INET. Let me not hide anything from you. I am associated with INET right from its inception, right from its foundation, right from the conception of the idea called INET. So I know them very well. So I would strongly recommend that you become a member of INET. All right. So if you have no more questions, we will call it a day. Thank you so much. I do hope you have enjoyed the talk. Thanks a lot. You will be receiving my email with a PDF copy of this presentation tomorrow. Thank you so much.